Hey guys, what's up? It's Zambesh here at the end of day one of the Necropolis League. I just finished the campaign and I'm going to do one map here before I go to bed and just wanted to give a quick rundown of how things are going and what I've been doing. Finished all the passive points, finished the first three labyrinths. It was a really slow run through the campaign, which I figured it would be. It wasn't difficult or anything. I've got 2 deaths right now, but it was just real slow. I started Freeze Pulse into Ice Spear for single target and knew that that would certainly not be a quick way to level, but it was what I could use in a way where I could do my tree without having to do much in the way of respecking, and I didn't want to have to do a bunch of respecking. I ended up getting my Transfigured Tornado Gem and the 2 combat focuses I needed to go pure cold around level 62 and made the swap to Tornado. If you were going for optimal progression for this, you would definitely want to stick to a more optimal leveling setup for considerably longer and then do a respec into Tornado. It seems like it needs quite a few things before it'll feel really good, but it's definitely already showing its promise, and I think I'm fairly confident that it's going to end up being a pretty solid league starter in terms of overall competency, but it was definitely a slow slog through the campaign. I've also been playing around with the league mechanic quite a bit. It seems pretty interesting. I've gotten the Nameless Seer a couple times. Nothing real good. I got these Dweidri's Tenure in like Act 1 from Nameless Seer, so that's been a nice boost of damage all through the campaign. Grabbed this Ascent from Flesh halfway through the campaign on the Nameless Seer, just some nice evasion and resistances. And I found this Zeal's Amplifier, just from a mob in Act 6, I think. So, post Final Katava, I'm still all capped on Elirez, minus 60 Chaos right now. I'm at 76 spell suppress when I'm on full life, 66 when not, and I've got the lucky spell suppression mastery. So no spell suppression on gear yet. That'll be one of the things I'm aiming to get next. And probably like first thing tomorrow morning, the first thing I will do is try to get a decent 5 link and then get some suppression on some of these other slots. But yeah, it's just really basic life resist stuff. Nothing special. Got a pretty okay wand here with some flat cold, spell crit, and spell damage. And that's really it. Running a Stibnite and Jade, along with a Diamond and Quicksilver. Running Grace, Hatred, and Herald of Ice right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and stick in this first map and see how it goes. Oh nice, extra experience spiders. Quantity of items dropped by random guys. Always freeze, and that's going to be a little rough. Spectral Soldiers, I think I'm going to put that on these skeletons. I do not have anti-freeze yet, also don't have anti-bleed, so this could end up being a little rough. We might add to those 2 deaths, but let's see how we do here. Hopefully not too many deaths, because these spiders should give really nice XP. There's a lot of these spiders in here. So the build plays pretty simple. You just kind of run along and drop tornadoes as you go. I've got a cold snap set up with bone chill that I use on tougher packs and stuff, and for single target as well, of course. And then an assassin's mark also I can drop. Like I said, you know, the build has a long way to go. Obviously only on a 4 link right now. And one of those is increased crit strikes, and will be until the point where I can get a Sandstorm Visage. That will be absolutely massive for this build. Also only 6 quality on my Tornado right now, and it needs a lot of quality and levels for it to get good movement speed. I'm not going to bother with Expedition here. I just kind of hate Expedition in general. I know it's like a super profitable and super good mechanic, but man, I just find it really annoying to interact with, so I'm not going to. Alright, let's see. Here we got the boss. Spam our tornadoes, put down our cold snap, and yeah, damage is looking pretty okay on a 4 link for our first white map here. And you know, obviously we gotta get our spell suppression capped up, and just very, very early days here, but I feel like this is a pretty solid feeling entry into maps. And I'm really excited to see where the build's going to go. I'm glad I decided to start with this, and even though definitely shouldn't have switched this early optimally, it's fun to play so far, and I think it's going to get really, really good and end up being a pretty solid build just based on my initial impressions here. Clear around the last little bit of this map. Oh, there's some of those freezing skeletons to look out for. And these desecrated grounds kind of hurt with minus 60 chaos res, but we'll get through it. Our sustain right now, we don't have any leech yet, so we're being pretty... Ooh, almost bit one there with all the sparks bouncing around. We're being pretty hard carried by the just 2% life on kill from a node on the tree. I don't really feel like messing with Cassia either. Still more than 50. Is that counting like unpopped expedition monsters? There we go, that was the last one. Alright, so there was the first map. I think the build is going to progress and shape up really nicely, so I hope you guys will tune in for more updates. I will try to be regular with those and let you know how it's going. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.